Good evening. I wish to thank Mr. President, His Excellency Goodluck Jonathan, for finding time out of his very busy schedule to honor this invitation to come here today. It shows the importance His Excellency dedicates to acknowledging and celebrating those who have effortlessly dedicated their lives to leadership, development, and governance in Nigeria and Africa at large. I wish to welcome his entire colleagues, heads of state, present here with us this evening. I also wish to welcome His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, the Asantehene from the Ashanti region in Ghana. Excellencies, honorable ministers here present, members of the National Assembly, governors of state, senators, royalty and monarchs, members of the Governing Council and Advisory Board, members of the Diplomatic Corps, prize laureates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and our friends from the media. Welcome to the Lab Prize in beautiful Oyo in Akwa Ibom, Nigeria. Africa is surely rising. The strides that have been made in recent years in every facet of our society is a testament to a continent on the rise. Currently, Africa is experiencing a massive economic boom. Over the next decade and beyond, Africa is predicted to have the largest economic growth of any continent. But too often, the stories we hear about the continent are far from impressive. However, for every report of a setback, there are thousands of progressive stories on the continent. For every downturn, there are numerous stories of economic recovery and much more. Global media does not report economic developments from Africa, considering that everything rises and falls on leadership. It is impossible to ignore the role of leadership and good governance and its impact on the rest of Africa. Now, more than ever, we are seeing more and more highly skilled Africans who are focused on getting things done, not for themselves, but for the people. These are sound, responsible, and democratic leaders on all levels and dimensions of society, working tirelessly to add to the development of our beautiful continent. Good governance is ensuring the existence of efficient and accountable institutions and systems that promote development, protect human rights, respect the rule of law, and ensure that people are free to participate in and be heard on decisions that affect their own lives. This is the single most important factor in eradicating poverty and promoting development in all society. Currently, the continent is the most stable it has been in decades, despite some terror insurgencies which will be defeated, and this is helping boost trade. Between 2011 and 2015, African countries will account for 7 of the 10 fastest growing economies in the world. Foreign investment is pouring in. Across the continent, people are healthier, better educated, and more connected with each other and the rest of the world than ever. Cell phones continue to change how Africans live. The devices have proven to be invaluable in pushing businesses and entrepreneurial ventures all over the continent. On the media front, the interplay of information, news, and technology is making many an African more informed, connected, and empowered to effect change wherever there needs to be. Also, news media, and more importantly, social media, has totally changed the social, political, and economic landscape of the entire continent. And how can we forget the rise of women empowerment in Africa? There's an increasing recognition of the role women play in their own communities. What has often been overlooked is now being given an all-new recognition it deserves. And for us here at the Millennium Excellence Foundation, we are dedicated to improve the lives of the youth through education and empowerment. Looking ahead, I see a very bright future for our continent. Over the last decade alone, 6 of the world's 10 fastest growing countries were African. A strong middle class is emerging, and along with this rise comes middle class values, smaller family sizes, people are owning their own homes, and many have created and continue to create businesses. We all have a role to play to keep our continent moving in the right direction we want. Let's engage more, listen more, and strive to understand more. I have no doubt that Africa Rising is a true reality. For God has not given us a spirit of fear and timidity, but of power, love, and self-discipline. Together we can make our Africa the most wonderful place to live. Thank you and have a good evening.